Can one man's ambition truly shape the future of America's housing market? Donald Trump turned broken-down buildings into billion-dollar landmarks and built an empire on bold risks and big dreams. But in 2025, with home prices climbing and buyers struggling, the question isn't just about Trump's legacy. It's about whether his old playbook can still deliver prosperity or spark another crash. From the glittering towers of New York to today's unpredictable market, Trump's story may hold the key to the next real estate boom, or its biggest burst yet. Let's get started. The beginning of a builder. Donald Trump's path began long before gold towers and TV fame. Born in 1946, he inherited his father, Fred Trump's drive for development. Fred built affordable homes across Brooklyn and Queens, but Donald wanted more than steady profits. He wanted prestige. At 27, he took over the family business and set his sights on Manhattan, a move few dared at the time. The city was in decline, but he saw opportunity. His first big win came with the Commodore Hotel renovation, where he partnered with Hyatt and scored a massive tax break. That single project turned a crumbling property into a shining success and proved that Trump knew how to turn risk into reward. The 1980s, Trump's golden decade. The 1980s became Donald Trump's decade of daring dreams and record profits. He built icons like Trump Tower, luxurious, glittering, and unmistakably bold. Apartments sold out quickly, and his confidence soared. He expanded his empire into Atlantic City with grand casinos and hotels, betting big on the entertainment industry. Trump's charm attracted investors, and his brand became a symbol of wealth and success. Newspapers called him the King of New York real estate. But while the spotlight made him famous, his empire relied heavily on borrowed money. Trump's growth looked unstoppable from the outside, yet behind the marble walls, his debts were stacking high, quietly foreshadowing the financial storms that would soon come. The crash of confidence. The 1990s brought Donald Trump's empire to its knees. As the economy slowed and interest rates rose, his mountains of debt became heavy chains. His Atlantic City casinos filed for bankruptcy, followed by the Plaza Hotel and other ventures. Trump personally owed nearly $900 million, an almost unimaginable sum. Many thought his career was finished. But instead of hiding, Trump used the moment to rebuild his image. He renegotiated debts, sold assets, and realized that his name itself was his strongest asset. From then on, Trump became a brand more powerful than many of his buildings. The man who once built towers learned to rebuild himself, one bold comeback at a time. Reinvention through fame. After his financial troubles, Trump shifted gears and stepped into television, where he reinvented his public image. The Apprentice turned him into a cultural icon, teaching millions about business, confidence, and competition. His catchphrase, "You're fired," became part of everyday conversation. The show made him a household name again and revived global interest in his brand. Licensing deals, hotels, and golf courses followed, carrying his name from Las Vegas to Dubai. Trump proved that success isn't just about buildings, it's about visibility. By mastering media, he rebuilt credibility and wealth. The world now saw him not as a failed developer, but as a man who could rise from setbacks stronger than ever. The builder in the White House. When Trump became president in 2016, he brought a developer's mindset to Washington. His economic approach echoed his real estate playbook: cut taxes, remove barriers, and build quickly. Corporate taxes dropped from 35% to 21%, freeing up billions for new investments. Deregulation sped up construction permits, and the introduction of opportunity zones encouraged billions in development within low-income areas. Cities like Detroit and Cleveland saw revitalization projects take shape. Trump emphasized infrastructure and manufacturing, arguing that rebuilding America meant strengthening its foundations. His term turned real estate into a national conversation about prosperity. Yet his fast-track approach also sparked debate. Was it sustainable growth or just another risky bet waiting to burst? Real estate during the Trump years. From 2017 to 2021, the U.S. housing market experienced both momentum and volatility. Home sales climbed to record levels, fueled by low interest rates and optimism. Developers thrived under lighter regulations, and investors poured billions into commercial and residential projects. But it wasn't all sunshine. Trade tensions with China pushed up the cost of materials like steel and lumber, slowing construction in some regions. Then came 2020 and the pandemic, a sudden blow that shook the entire industry. Evictions froze, renters struggled, and offices stood empty. Still, Trump's policies left an impact. They reminded America that leadership, like real estate, must adapt fast or risk losing everything when conditions change. The 2025 market, Trump's shadow. In 2025, Trump's influence still lingers over the real estate economy. Home prices hover near record highs, with the median price around $420,000. Mortgage rates sit at 6.5%, higher than buyers hoped. Deregulation remains in effect, helping builders start projects faster, but tariffs on imported materials have raised construction costs. Labor shortages, partly tied to immigration policies, slow progress further. On the brighter side, Trump's support for infrastructure and AI data centers has boosted commercial property in key cities. His proposal to open federal land for housing could ease shortages if approved. The nation stands divided. Some see revival on the horizon, while others fear the makings of another dangerous bubble. Boom signs. Supporters of Trump's approach see powerful reasons for hope. His focus on deregulation and tax incentives has encouraged development across many states. Job growth remains strong, and wages continue to rise, giving more families a chance to own homes. Foreign investors view the U.S. as stable again, bringing in capital for both housing and commercial projects. Infrastructure plans promise smoother transportation and stronger neighborhoods. Developers inspired by Trump's branding success use bolder designs and marketing strategies that attract buyers quickly. Analysts predict a potential 15% rise in housing starts if these conditions hold. For the optimists, Trump's vision isn't reckless, it's revival. They believe his build big philosophy could still fuel America's next property boom. Burst warnings. Caution flags are waving across the real estate landscape. Critics warn that Trump's high-risk approach could trigger familiar troubles: rising tariffs, driving up building costs, labor shortages, delaying construction, and inflation threatening higher interest rates. Commercial properties add pressure, with nearly 20% of offices still vacant and $1.5 trillion in loans nearing default. If government debt continues to climb, borrowing may grow costlier for everyone. These signals echo past downturns that caught investors off guard. Without balance and restraint, today's optimism could fade fast, turning the promise of growth into another painful real estate correction. The verdict: boom or bust. So, what does the future hold for the Trump-influenced real estate market? Boom or bust? The answer lies in balance. If policies encourage smart growth, lower tariffs, and stabilize costs, the market could see another strong upswing. But if rising debt, inflation, and labor shortages persist, a slowdown may be inevitable. Trump's legacy reminds us that boldness builds momentum, yet overconfidence can crack even the strongest foundation. Whether 2025 becomes a story of soaring success or sudden collapse, one truth remains: in real estate, timing and discipline decide who truly wins. Donald Trump's journey from real estate mogul to policymaker proves one thing: bold moves can build empires, but they can also bring them crashing down. His legacy continues to influence how America buys, builds, and dreams of homeownership. Whether the future brings a boom or a burst, the lessons remain the same. Vision must balance with caution. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay informed and stay inspired.